Hello and welcome to Bedtime Story with Miss Anna. Are you ready to go to sleep? Kiss your mommy, kiss your daddy. It's time for a story time. Tonight, we have stories about family. First book we're reading is called One Big Family by Mark Harshman. When the crickets sing and the end of summer is near, Grandma and Grandpa say, "Come." When the tree gets long and no one is sleepy, Dad says, "Count." When the car doors open and Grandma and Grandpa hold out their arms, Mom says, "Kiss." When the cooking is done and we gather at the table, Grandma says, "Eat." When the sun grows hot and the water stays cold, little brother says, "Swim." When we go looking for honey and the bees come chasing, Cousin Tommy says, "Run." When the tents go up and the campfire burns bright, Uncle Jim says, "Sing." When the campfire burns, how low and great Grandpa tells stories, everyone stays, "Listen." When the lights are all out and Sister starts giggling, someone says, "Hush." When it is time for breakfast and the grown-ups are ready, Aunt Jenny says, "Wash." When the boat hits the water and the oars are locked in, Uncle Bob says, "Row." When we get downstream and fishing poles are in our hands, Grandpa says, "Watch." And when we get back and the piano is open, Leslie Ann says, "Play." When the little one tells her story and bows when she's finished, Aunt Jenny says, "Clap." When we are all finally together, one big family, standing tall in rows, the photographers say, "Smile." When it is weeks or months for years later and we are all together again, one big family, we look at that picture and no one has to say smile. We just do. This book was called One Big Family. I have another story for you tonight. This book is called Little Elliot, Big Family by Mike Curato. Little Elliot woke up to a bright winter day. "Good morning, Mouse," say Elliot. "Morning, Elliot," say Mouse. "Today is family reunion. I can't wait for my grandmother," she shouted. "I hope grandmother made an extra large bait. I have to share it with my parents, grandparents, 15 brothers, 19 sisters, 25 aunts, 27 uncles, and 147 cousins." Mouse thought for a moment. "At least, I think that's right. It's very hard to keep track." "I'll better go," say Mouse. "I don't want to be late." "Have a good time," say Elliot, and wish away. Mouse was off. The house was quiet and empty. Elliot decided to take a walk. He saw many families. Brothers play in the street. Mothers read to their sons. Fathers took their daughters to the park. Sisters shared treats and secrets. Grandmothers sang to babies while uncles gave advice. Cousins skate together, some even did tricks. Elliot wondered what it would be like to have 147 cousins, or even just one. It was getting cold, so Elliot decided to see a movie. The theater was big and dark and empty. Elliot Miss Mouse. When Elliot left the theater, he discovered that everything was blanketed in white. The snow fell and the wind blew. Elliot could hear his name. Was it the wind? No, it was Mouse. I miss you, say Mouse. I miss you too, say Elliot. Let's get out of the cold, say Mouse. I know somewhere we can go. Mouse family gave Elliot a warm welcome. Come, have some cheese chowder, say Mouse grandmother. The party went on for hours. Elliot had a wonderful time. At the end of the day, Mouse counted the whole family again and added one more. The end. This book was called Little Elliot Big Family by Michael Rattle. I have one more book for you. This book is called Together. I Love Spending Time Together. This is by Emma Dodd. Today we had a special day. We saw the rising sun. It was so special watching it with you, my little one. Today we had a dreamy day. We watched the clouds float by. We played and laughed together as the sun shone in the sky. Today we had a joyful day. We both learned something new. Today we had a perfect day. We held on to each other. And as the day draws to a close, I can't wait for another. And when I think about the days that I will love forever, the ones that I will remember are the ones we spent together. The end. This book was called Together, I Love Spending Time Together by Emma Dodd. Such a beautiful book. I have one more story for you tonight. Our next book is called Maple and Willow Apart by Lori Nichols. Maple and Willow love summer. And on the last day of summer, the girls played together extra hard. Because on Monday, Maple was starting big girl school. Willow was a big girl too, but Willow was staying at home. Home wasn't the same without Maple. When Maple came home, she couldn't stop talking about kindergarten. My teacher is so nice. I sat by a girl with curly red hair who has freckles, and she's twin, and we play at recess, and it's going to be her birthday, and she's going to have a party in our class. I have fun too, said Willow. I play with Pip. Pip? Mabel asked. Who's Pip? Pip is my new friend, said Willow. He has a bumpy head and he's afraid of squirrels. We met by the oak tree. On Tuesday, Willow explored while Maple was at school. Later, Willow heard all about kindergarten again. We had story time in a circle and then went around the circle and everyone shared something special, and I shared my hard rock since I had one in my stockpile, and tomorrow we start learning the letters of our names. Well, today Pip and I play rock school, Willow say. I am the teacher. I hide a rock in one of my hands and Pip moves up a grade each time. He guesses which hand the rock is in. After school on Wednesday, Mabel couldn't wait to talk about her day. The playground has a fire engine with steering wheels and monkey bars and a rocket slide. Willow, it was so much fun that we didn't want to stop for quiet time, and my teacher have to tell us to put our listening ears. I went to Pip's today, Willow said. He lives in a tree house. I have wanted a tree house forever, Mabel said. I know, said Willow. Me too. I can see our yard from Pip's tree house. The next morning, Maple looked a little sad when she said goodbye to Willow. That afternoon, Maple was quiet. I rode with Pip today, Willow told her. You don't know how to ride, said Maple. And we have loud horns. Beep beep. But I wanted to teach you how to ride, said Maple. I know, but you're gonna laugh, said Willow. Willow, I like being at school, Maple said, but I miss playing at home. The next morning, Willow had a surprise for Maple. Maple, Pete wants to go to school with you today. Really? Maple asked. Yes, said Willow. He's in your pocket. At school, Maple introduced her friends to Pip. And that afternoon and all weekend long, both girls played with Pip. The end. I hope that you enjoyed the bedtime story for today about family. Don't forget to please subscribe to my channel. Good night, good night, good night.